as it, it's as much as it's hard to believe. This is the season finale of Season of the Fan of the Flyers, season 5. But yeah, hard to believe it was 56 games for the Flyers against the New Jersey Devils. But hey, you know, as I was telling my viewers, I've already checked the Flyers out a little over a month ago, back in March. But hey, we all thought that at the beginning of this year that the Flyers were going to make the postseason and that they were going to go far, but they were nowhere near close. And this whole team collapsed in the month of March. But with that being said, I've been a Flyers fan for 30 years, and I've seen the Flyers have had good times and bad times, and they've had their ups and downs, and I've seen them have more downs than ups, and they've been inconsistent. And Carter Hart has what he was. We thought he was going to be the guy, and we also thought that Alain Vigneault was going to be the guy to head coach. I mean, but if you were to ask me, I'm going to give the Philadelphia Flyers head coach Alain Vigneault one more year, and hopefully we'll be back to full 82 games next year. And also, I'll give Carter Hart one more year next year as a goaltender. I'm gonna let him see what he's got. In the full season of 82 games. He didn't. You have to understand, back 2.5 years ago, back in the 2018-19 season, Carter Hart didn't play a full season. Okay, and he didn't have a full season last year either because of that COVID shit. And then this year wasn't a full season either. It was 56 games. But the Flyers did when Alain Vigneault took the job last year in the regular season. The Flyers did really well in overseas in Prague. They were such a fun team to watch last year, up until the coronavirus took place. And what really caused the Flyers, part of it was, I don't blame it all on COVID. It's mostly on the players. They're just not. They've been struggling ever since they lost Matt Niskanen. That he retired, the Flyers haven't been the same. And losing Tyler Pitlick or having him go on to another team, it really hurt the Flyers. defense, defense, defense this year really sucks, and it's been it's it's not only it has been a disappointment for the Flyers, but it was a letdown. It was a letdown. And Flyers general manager Chuck Fletcher, he's gonna have a busy off season, extremely busy off season. He's gonna have to make his decision, and and uh, and the chairman and the chairman president of Comcast, which is Dave Scott. I know he's probably going to make. I know he's probably going to make uh, tough decisions too. But I got to tell you about Dave Scott. I mean, he's okay, but he's not great. He's not as good as Ed Snyder was. Now Ed Snyder. If Ed Snyder was still alive today, he'd be pissed off at the whole team for the Flyers. Ed Snyder would say that's unacceptable. Actually, he'd be more pissed off than that. God rest his soul. If Ed Snyder was still alive today, he'd be chewing everybody's heads off in the Flyers locker room. But I do wish Ed Snyder was still alive today. He's one of the very few. He's one of the very few chairmen that care about the Flyers. And that's the truth. And I can honestly tell you I'm disappointed in a few. Actually, I'm disappointed in more than a few players for the Flyers. Nolan Patrick, he's been terrible. Nobody would have ever expected Nolan Patrick to do god awful this year. Shane Gostisbehere, hopefully he doesn't come back next year. He hasn't been that great either. Jake Voracek. I call him fake Voracek. And Fraud Giroux. I mean, I like Giroux, but he's a good person, but he's not the best captain material. I've been saying this for the past two years now that Sean Couturier should get the captain seal on him. But I mean, it is what it is. It's but I'm still a Flyers fan, whether they win or lose. But I still had some good times watching a Flyers game. I want to. I just hope that the Flyers can be more fun again to watch. Pretty disappointing year for Travis Konecny. I mean, 80% he might be back next year. But I do hope, but but there are some players that I'm very proud of, and that have been doing very well this year. Is Travis Sanheim, Ivan Provorov, and Joel Farabee. And there were some new players that I watched this year, like Wade Allison. He's been really good. Uh, Also, Cam York has been doing very good, and Zimla, or I apologize if I'm butchering out his last name, but he's you know he's he was pretty good, and I know there are some couple big names out there to throw out there, but hopefully it'll come to mind. But there, but it, and there is a lot of hockey news for me to get to. It's been almost a couple weeks since I did my last video, and a lot of stuff has happened. With between the New York Rangers and the Washington Capitals. With the incident between Tom Wilson versus Tony Panarin, and I was surprised that Tom Wilson didn't get suspended, but he did face up to $5,000 fine. And yeah. Excuse me. You know, I mean, some of the fights were, they were good to watch, but I mean, you don't want anybody getting seriously hurt. But I mean, Tom Wilson is the type of guy. I mean, if you're a Capitals fan, it's good to have one of your thugs as as a player or a teammate. But you know, uh, but yeah, you know, you know, we know that the Flyers, after all these years, we know that the Flyers had promised a good goaltender, but it just hasn't panned out this year. With Carter Hart and with his back problems, yeah, it sucks. It's been, it's been, over 35. It's been over 35 years since the Flyers have had a good goaltender. Since Pelly Lindbergh. With all due respect to Ron Hextall, if Pelly Lindbergh didn't die in the car crash back in 1985, I think the Flyers would have won the Stanley Cup in 1987 against the Edmonton Oilers, and they've also would have won the Stanley Cup in 1990. They've also would have won the Stanley Cup in 1997 against the Detroit Red Wings. With all due respect to Ron Hextall, I think Pelly Lindbergh would have done much better if he didn't do anything stupid like getting into a car, get into a serious automobile accident, and died when he drove his Ferrari. But it's been over 45 years since the Flyers have won the Stanley Cup. Yeah, since 1975. But the Flyers are one of the teams in franchise history for the past 8 years that didn't make the Stanley Cup in 2013, and then 2014 made it into the playoffs. 2015 did not go in the playoffs. But 2016 made the playoffs and lost in the first round. Back in 2014, the Flyers lost in the first round to the New York Rangers. Back in 2016, the Flyers made the playoffs and lost to the Washington Capitals. 2017, the Flyers didn't make the playoffs. 2018, the Flyers made the playoffs and lost in the first round to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then 2019, the Flyers didn't make the playoffs. And then last year, in 2020, the Flyers did make the playoffs. They played inside the bubble. They did very well in the first round. They got past the Montreal Canadiens, and then last year they lost to the New York Islanders in the second round in Game 7. But the Flyers are one of the teams that don't go in the playoffs. Then a year later they do go in the playoffs. Next year they don't go in the playoffs. Yeah, so this has been happening now for 8 years. Right after that work stoppage in the 2012-2013 season. But I am giving Ali Vigneault one more chance next year, and Carter Hart as the goaltender for the full 82 games. So, but this was still fun making season 5 of the Philadelphia Flyers. I would like to thank my buddy Mighty Fan Neil as a guest this year. Also, I would like to thank the captain Jason for hanging out with me this year, for coming over my place to watch the Flyers game for the Stadium Series against Boston. Hopefully we'll have better times again. Hang out again, watch a Flyers game. But we got the Sixers to look forward to in the playoffs, and the Phillies, on the other hand, they need to do better as well. But I would like to thank my viewers for watching my videos. I appreciate that, and my fans. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And also, if you like this video, please smash the like button. I would like to get as many likes on here as I possibly can. So please hit the like button, smash the like button if you like this video. And this is the season finale of season of the Philadelphia Flyers, but the NHL playoffs are coming. I'm still going to watch the NHL playoffs. Who knows? I might make a video for the playoffs, and and but hopefully I'll do videos again when I do a jersey pickup. But it has been slowing down because, you know, I have so many bills to pay. But I'm already up to over 20 minutes in this video. But hey, I had a lot to say. I had a lot to say tonight, and I wanted to make sure I start prepping this video. Make sure everything's covered. But thank you all very much for watching my videos, and feel free to send me a comment, and you know, if you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get notified when this video is loaded. And like I said, and once again, please smash the like button. Okay. So anyhow, thanks as always for taking the time to watch my videos. Hopefully I will get season 6 on the way. For season of the fan of the Philadelphia Flyers, and we hopefully, I'm sure that Mighty Fan will have season of the fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are in the rebuild mode, as everybody knows. But all right, everybody, take care, and stay safe out there, and I will see you all soon at some point, and it's still going to be a fun NHL Stanley Cup playoffs to watch, even though my Philadelphia Flyers aren't in it. But you take care, and I will see you all in my next video, whenever that will be. All right, take care now. Bye bye.